In this video, I'm going to show you how to snipe in EASPORTSFC. I made a video the other day on how to make coins in this game, and in that video, I spoke about something called sniping. Now, if you don't know what sniping is, don't worry, I'll explain it in just a sec. But I wanted to make a video specifically about this because it's really important that you understand how this works, and there's a ton of different ways to do it, and honestly, you can make yourself millions of coins by doing this. So if you don't know, sniping is the act of buying a card at one price and selling it on at a higher price. Now, we're going to use the example of Jack Grealish for this. So the first thing that you need to do whenever you're sniping is find the minimum price of a player. Now, we spoke about this in my video from the other day, so if you've not seen that, definitely go and check it out. And as you can see, Grealish is going for about 4.7k. So what sniping does is allows you to buy the card for cheaper than it actually sells for. So this is basically how sniping works. You can see exactly how it's working here. This is the most basic version of doing it, but this is obviously a full tutorial on this. This isn't where things end. If you want to build the best team possible in EASPORTSFC, make sure to go and buy some coins from Mule Factory and use the code LECOINS5 for a discount. And after a few seconds of searching, I've just managed to get myself a Grealish at 4.3k. Because I know that he goes for around 4.7k, I can come over to the market, list him up, and I'll be making a rough profit of around 120 coins. Now, this way of sniping is absolutely fine. This is just the basic way of doing it. Coming over to the max price, setting it to 15 million by pressing the right trigger, putting it down, searching, and just doing that over and over and over again. Like I said in my last video, you can't just sit here and search over and over again because the market won't refresh. But if you use this method, you're going to run into one thing that's a massive issue for sniping: bots. At the start of this video, you probably saw a coin advert which was promoting coin selling. Now, the way that coin sellers work and how they get the coins is by setting up bots on the transfer market. What these bots will do is just spam the market over and over and over again and pick up cards for cheap, basically doing the exact same thing that we're doing. The only issue with that is that we can only snipe so fast, but if you use this next method, you'll be able to beat the bots at sniping. Oh, and by the way, just before we carry on, if this video gets over 1,000 likes in 24 hours, I'll show you the best sniping filters in EASPORTSFC. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it.
Yeah, boy.
So what you're going to want to do for this is come over to the home screen, press L2 and go over to your squad, and you're going to do sniping the exact same way. So what we're going to do here is we're going to come over to the transfer market by pressing L1, and before, when we were sniping Grealish, we were using the actual transfer market to do this with, but for some reason when you go into the squad tab, it's a lot better to do this. So all I'm going to do is the exact same thing as before, but I'm going to put it to 4.3k, and I'm going to set up sniping the exact same way. The only issue with this is that the sniping mechanics are a bit slower, but as soon as you see a card, if you do the mechanics correctly, you're more likely to get a deal with this rather than going through the transfer market, because for some reason it's quicker and you can load in quicker by doing this. I really don't know why this is the case, but for some reason it is. And as you'll be able to see, I've just got myself a Grealish by using this method. I can send him to my transfer list. I got him at 4.3k and I can sell him at 4.7. Sticking with Grealish as my example here, there is another way to snipe, which in my opinion is a better way to snipe, so make sure to try this out too. At the end of this video, I will show you a sniping filter which is very, very good indeed, but I wanted to show you this method of sniping because if you don't use this, I don't know how to say it really. It's not the biggest problem in the world, but you need to know it. So what I'm going to do first and foremost is find the absolute minimum price that he's selling for. It's looking around 4.7k again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out, go over to this max buy now and just put it up by 100 coins. And then I'm going to search up on the market and go over to the 59th minute. Now, like I said in my video from the other day, this method will only work if there's 1 or 0 cards after the hour mark. As you can see at the bottom, there is 0 cards after the hour mark. By that, I mean the time remaining there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this price up as high as I can possibly put it, and as long as there's still 0 or 1 card after the hour mark, this should be good. But as you can see, there is now 2 after the hour mark. These 2 cards right here are after it, so we're going to back out again until we go to 4.8k, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the compare price sniping method. Now, the reason why I'm using this is because of a couple of different reasons. So you can actually get yourself deals under that selling price, which is 4.8k, but sometimes what you'll actually find is cards who have got a chemistry style applied onto them, not position modifier anymore because we don't have that in EASPORTSFC, but they will actually pop up on the market at the same price as what this card sells for. And if you see any that benefit from, say, I don't know, like a hunter on this card or whatever it may be, you should pick that card up. And in addition to that as well, if they have any play styles on them and the hunter on them, they will go for an absolute fortune. So what you can do is literally just sit at the 59th minute and just wait until one of those cards pops up, or maybe something that's lower than the minimum price. Buy as many cards as you possibly can do, and then sell them on for a profit, and people won't even realize that they're missing out on coins. So as you'll be able to see, just got myself a Grealish with a hunter on him. Let's go and see how much he's selling for. So Grealish with a hunter on him, as it stands at the minute, is currently selling for, let's take a look, please be money. How much do you sell for with a hunter on you? Okay, so he's going for about 5.5k there or thereabouts. That's absolutely brilliant. So all I'm going to do now is come over and go and get him listed up for about 5.5k. One thing to bear in mind as well, if any of these cards are of a first owner, they'll go for more too. Just before we go and check if those cards have sold on, what I'm going to do now is show you a sniping filter to use just to make sure that you get into sniping. So quality is going to be silver. I'm getting there by just flicking the right stick twice. Come over down here and choose any of these leagues right here, but make sure it is a popular league. So for this example, I'm going to go for the Premier League, and then what I'm going to do is find the minimum price of all silvers from the Premier League. As you'll be able to see, the sort of minimum price on all these is around 600 coins. This is a really easy and good filter just to get you set up with. I'm just going to put it to 500 coins, and at this price you don't really need to worry about tax. So all you're going to do now is just snipe as quick as you possibly can do and just try and win some cards and make some easy coins. So as you can see, a card's popped up, managed to get the card. It's going to be this Adebayo who's going for 500 coins. I'm currently on the market. He's selling for the bare minimum at 600 coins. It might not be a lot of profit, I know it might not be, but just as an introduction to this, it's definitely a good shout to just go and try this out. So Adebayo, I'm going to go and get him listed up at around 600 coins. Tax will be 30 coins. The profit will be 70 coins. So now let's go over to the transfer list and see if any of our cards have sold on. They have indeed. Grealish has sold on. We're still waiting for this Grealish with a hunter selling and this Adebayo, but either way, that was a perfect way on how to snipe in this game. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click here and go and watch another one. Like I said, I'm making so many trading videos at the minute. Go and check it out. Don't spend money on this game. Hey!